So, good evening and welcome back to the third round of Neo Scavenger. So, at this run, we call it run, or maybe we'll find hiding. You quickly scan the room for a hiding place and duck behind the cryo tank nearest the window. Hopefully, the light from autos will make it harder to see you in the nearby shadow. And with most of the room smelling of crypto protectants, you stand a pretty good chance of having your sense masked. You hold your breath as something enters the room. Its heavy breathing becomes more nasal as it begins sniffing the air. The sniffing grows closer, but continues further into the room. It let out an annoyed bark, huffs and starts sniffing back into the hall. A few minutes later, you're pretty sure it's out of earshot again. So we can search the console for records. You check the console for any patient info and come across the records. We are Philip Kindred, Tank 5, committed 2019-1915, no data. Billing info, Detroit Savings Bank. Emergency contact, Anton Blubber, Angela Blubber, Blubber. 45 Campbell Street, Detroit. So we are near Detroit, I think. Emergency contact Maya, South Broadway, Detroit. Okay, we are near Detroit, but search for clues. The dust on the ground makes it easy for your trained eye to pick out one set of tracks in particular. They seem to belong to a humanoid dragging something, probably a mantle or clock. This was here fairly recently, probably in the past 24 hours. It entered through the doorway, walked to your stasis tank, went to the control console, and then left. So, someone frees us. Huh? Okay, we're going out. Yeah, we know the routes. So, this one event, when the nights come, we see the lights from the east, right? So, I don't know if it's a random event or not, so we will just go to the east right now. And maybe we'll find something. Can I? A medium-sized branch of a tree. Okay, I think this will make a good weapon. Maybe, hopefully. So, what we have here? No. A turn. Oh, come on. Ooh, water. Yeah, plastic bag. Nice. Use. So, come on. Where's... Oh, I see something. Secluded shack in the woods. Maybe in a shack, right? Oh, there's the city. But first... Use or craft to add more wood. No, we want not use. Okay. Maybe the city is something. Come on. A shopping cart! Oh no. What? I can't use it? Or is this a car? It is a car. It is a car! Awesome. So, we take some dirty rags and a shot now. I have a car! So, but no boots left. Oh no, there was someone? There was something. As I through the overgrown ruins, a particular sound becomes briefly audible. It disappears, but picks up again in a moment, as if carried by air currents. It's a distant humming, like small gas engines out of place in the stillness of empty forests and abandoned buildings. Oh my god, what's happening here? What a handful of string. Okay, we will take the handful. I can't? Huh? Is this a joke? Can I put it in here? Okay, first. Can we put the strings and the cables here? Okay. Here's nothing else. Scrap of paper, it reads food current, medium meat over campfire, one trapping skill, medium or large shaft, heat source, 2 handful of ashes. No, we need boots or so. As the source of distant sounds finally comes into view, you stop in your tracks, unsure whether it's safe to continue. Ahead, you see a titanic warehouse, like one of the distribution centers from before the apocalypse. There's a dual roar of ethanol generators, combined with occasional rev of unsuppressed exhaust from off-road vehicles. Figures seem to be milling around a lot extension on the right, and the occasional ATV garage or departs without fanfare. You don't think you have been spotted yet, this far out. Truth, with all the activity, it's hard to tell. Approach the warehouse. You casually approach the warehouse, noting a bright sign reads Zom Zoms, a place to eat. The sign hangs over a giant garage door, which is fenced off behind tarp and barbed wire. What the heck? Bright lights, welded arcs, and peculiar shadows can be seen in the fenced area, and a din of rowdy chatter echoes from within the building. A semi-trailer attached to one of the loading bays acts as a makeshift gate and pathway into the warehouse. Ragged-looking figures line up alongside the trailer, watched over by armed mercenaries. This looks like more a club than anything else, except for the tarp area. Just then, your stomach sinks when you realize there is track on the other side of floating prisoners or slaves of some sort. Biting back panic, you reason that strong fear now might mark you as a target and try not to break your stride mercifully as nobody seems to care. Approach the line. While in line, you feel a flutter of anxiety each time the line advances. With each step you try to catch a glance of what's through the door in the trailer, but you still can't tell. Most of the people in line are ragtag looking, wearing mismatched clothes and stinking of sweat. Some confused, others bored. The guards are better groomed by comparison. Truth, you suspect they'll just as soon murder you for your clothes if they were being paid. Oh, up a few wooden plank steps, you step inside the semi-trailer, and the hollow sounds of a crowd echo down the narrow corridor from the warehouse. To your right is a shipboard and mesh booth, where an attendant is collecting fees and weapons and stamping people before they walk down the trailer into the warehouse. Stock or spectator? The attendant drones looking disinterested. Stock. Oh god. They are eating humans. They're killing them, butcher them, and make meals out of them. Spectator? What you got? Look behind here. You see ice slabs, shoes, and sundry items. It looks like there are definitely some items they will accept more than others, at least today. Never mind, she excites, stamping your hand with a symbol and number and nods to another grizzly man who checks you for weapons. Dude, I'm just in my outfit, in my patient outfit. You receive a shit for your confiscated items and are ushered down the trailer. They confiscated my shop car. You hear the man behind you answer spectator to the attendant before passing to a wall of sound inside the warehouse proper. Inside is one of such wall of text. God damn it, why I'm playing this game. Inside is one part super club, one part gladiator pit, a wall of sound assault your ears as you cross the threshold, part human cacophony, part generator exhaust, mostly frenetic industrial music and the smell of food and smoke. You can't hear it over the noise, but you can feel your stomach rumble at the smell of sweet barbecue. The cavernous warehouse is dominated by a dirt-floored arena with high mesh walls. Spectators ring in the pit on three sides, of course. In every apocalypse film, you have to do your own area. The fourth reserved for a large garage door leading to outside the tarp-fenced courtyard. Beyond the door, you catch a flash of welding arcs where this appears scrapyard robots and being prepped. And opposite the garage door, the thing you already care about right now, a white booth with grilled spewing sweet and spicy smoke in the rafters above. People clamor to get ate it and walk away with the prize. Smeared over hands and lips alike. Barbecue. Player 8. Oh no. I think we get human flesh right now. You wade through dirty patrons and then manhandling sombreros or beans and rice or whatever else they are got cooking over there. Who knows how long you have been in Korea? How long it's been since you have a hot meal? Pressing way through the final wall of hungry patrons, you get an elbow on the counter and desperately try to make eye contact with one of the servers. A few eternal minutes later, one of the apron-clad food slingers glances at you, and you nod like an excited dog. He reaches the smoker box, withdraws a loaded skewer, and places it in your hands. Sweet, succulent barbecue. Succulent? Succulent? Suffering and at first you start to grow paranoid that will be snatched from your hands and be down into sorry? Down with renewed fervor, howling with it against your lips. Why is this music right starting? Stop it! As you absolutely walk away from the grill. This meat, it looks good, fully developed veal, not young but not yet beef, yes. Very definitely like that and not like any other meat you have tasted, in fact. So much you that you think no person with a palate of ordinary, normal sensitiveness could distinguish it from veal. It is milled, good meat, with no other sharply defined or highly characteristic taste, such as, for instance, goat, high game, and pork have. The steak is slightly tougher than prime veal and a little stringy, but not too tough or stringy to be agreeable and eatable. The roast is tender in color, texture, smell as well as taste. Strangely, you're certain that of all the meats you habitually know, veal is one of most is the one meat which is actually comparable. Whoever writes this, I think he is like Hannibal Lecter. This is kind Hannibal Lecter. Really, dude, get a therapist. Just then, an announcer pipes up with that some oscillating voice every strip club DJ seems to have. He starts hyping the crowd. Can you count, suckers? He shouts Pats and starts yelling back. I said, can you count, suckers? One cool, a testosterone-fueled wave of shouts come from the floor. Raise the numbers, he calls with expansion. Everybody raise their fists in the air. The music changes, light switches to UAV, and numbers appear on all the stamped hands. Your heart starts to race as really what's happening. Looking around, everyone has a stamp. Most of them don't like yours. Everyone has numbers, but it's clear now what the symbols are. Most patrons have silhouettes of vultures next to the numbers. You're dog to add. Yours is a lamp. The announcer calls a number, a low number, and you feel a bit nauseous, but also relieved. You raise your hand near the patrons, looking sullen and quickly losing interest in it. A stream of protest erupts from the far side of the arena. Everyone nearby looks across where a commotion is starting. A man is hoisted into the air, like a crowd surfer at a concert, and propelled to the arena gate. Patrons claw the remnant of his barbecue from his flailing hands, fighting over it like dogs. Guards wrangle the struggling man and toss him onto the dirt floor in the arena. The gate is sealed behind him. The winner is a filthy, weak and confused-looking human. As he clambers to his feet, clocking a squeaking sound crescendos from the opposite side of the arena. Shears start erupting through the warehouse as the source of the noise runs in the arena to the garage door. The butt is little more than a heavy treated ring of barbed spikes, haphazardly hung lead ticker sits atop its mass, flickering the words "Morning Stars," confirming you are suspicious. It's to its nature. The sounds can I? Without pausing, the bot starts closing into the woman who, to his credit, has given up, reading the aid is now facing the more immediate danger. He starts cycling left, leading the bot to one side of the pit. Then dashes right as fast as he can, bypassing the bot. I can't cancel the music, right? Okay, the move buys him a few seconds as the bot spins in place on the streets, but he ends up in some situation on the reverse side of the arena. This continues for a few laps with the human visibly wearing down. Perhaps, realizing his error, he switches taxis and leads the robot towards its support column and allows it to get close before ducking around behind it. The bot starts turning in place, but the tread gets hooked on the pillar, and for a moment, it appears to be stuck. You can sense the tingle of a hope in the man as he watches the bot rock and through for several seconds. However, the bot's rocking eventually freezes, and it turns to face him again. Crestfallen, the man returns to his original strategy of dodging the robot like a bullfighter, even more slowly each pass. It doesn't take long for the robot to wear down its already weakened prey, and it scores its first hit, jamming his leg under treats. Ouch. The man's cry of pain is lost in a wave of cheering from the crowd, and as the robot backs up, the man hardly has time to limp before it rams him again, this time following through and impaling him against the wall. Drunk with bloodlust, the crowd is now screaming as Robert backs away once more from the stumbling, bleeding man. The bots ram him into the wall one more time and it backs away, this time with a human stuck on its spikes. Ah! The crowd cries out in ecstasy, which eventually shimmers down to a rebel as the arena service person removes the entrails. You move, agape. You suddenly feel a wave of nausea. You begin looking around, panicked. Rub off the stamp. You look down at your hands, the glance at the crowd, holding your hands low. You start rubbing the stamp, trying to remove the identifier. Wards this, you have got a good medical plan. The voice startles you, even amidst the shouting crowd, and you turn to find a young man with an old face. He looks to be of Asian descent, with hair like a mop, big aviator glasses, and an improbable white fur coat. You don't think they would tooth off that? He's visible amused. Dude, lambs die in the pit. Vultures watch. What do you think happens to a guy with no number? His hand starts circling in his stomach and mock hunger. Barbecue. He laughs giddily. This guy may be insane. When it occurs to you and then nausea comes back. Dude, let's get out of here, he says, and want you poking on my coat. He turns away and starts weaving towards the garage door. Dizzy with sickness, you stumble after him, placing a hand on his shoulder for stability. No. He quickly turns and removes your hand. Here, he hands something to a patron, says something to him, then places your hand on the patron's shoulder and says, the three of you make your way toward the garage. This action just keeps getting more bizarre. Arriving at a massive doorway, the patron removes your hand, collects his fee, and heads back into the crowd. You stare after him in confusion and the nausea slowly abating, and you pivot back to Four Guy weakly. Out in the robot prep yard, mechanics attending to their creations. Your companion stops along a tall robot, reminiscent of a farm combine. You shudder to think what it does to a human with two splatters. But then something inside moves, crawling out. The feathers behind the blades is a mechanic who looks around and, satisfied, waves another out. The second looks more like one of the patrons than a mechanic, starved and scared. The pair skulk along the fence line and disappeared out of sight. Four-cat guy turns back to you with a broad yet diverse grin on his face. The stout is pleased to make your acquaintance. No, about the medical plan. He Sergeant taps his wrist. Just giving him over. What? Unsure whether you want to give up the strap yourself, unconsciously fidgeted with it moment, then read it over once more. Instead, you decide to share the facilitators, but keep your name to yourself. Smart, he says, tapping the side of himself with his index finger. You're smart, dear. Tell you what. He pulls a box out from a flight and he keys near the combine bot. Here, your open box. Unclaimed, lost and found. Let's say it's for me. I may have to check into your fancy clinics. I think I'm coming down with a little something. He fake coughs and clears his throat, grinning. Why I can't just get a full pair of boots, really? Every time. Large branch, take it. Hippie hop with children's backpack. Ooh. Caster wheel, scrap of foil. Medium chunk of meat, cured. Why did I stand cured? Banana shirt. Jeans. Thankfully. So we have bottles. God damn it. What's this bizarre thing? Why are humans all cannibalistic after apocalypse? I mean, we are going through 100 or thousands of years collecting, hunting, not eating ourselves. Okay, some indigos do's, but still we don't eat human. Packet of Flint's fancy salted crackers. We take it. Can I put it in my art? Okay, I can put it in art. It's medic roof splint. Oh yeah, a splint. I take it. For what? One medium shaft, two small or medium flexible non-food objects. Really weird description. Oh, rifle scope. I will take it. Small chunk of meat cooked. Ah, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. Unsure whether you want to give up the strap. You self-conscious fidget with it at the moment. Then read it over once more again. Instead, you decide to share the facility address. Ah, so. He looks over his shoulder. Oh, as you probably want these back. You turn as see familiar face from the front gate. She drops your checked items in the lockbox. You cast glance back at the stove and he shrugs. What? I can't do this alone. Your safest bet is to go along the fence where they want. He thumbs over his shoulder, indicating the route. The mechanic and Patro followed, unless you are still hungry. He laughs, mocking vomiting emotion. See you around you, he calls over his shoulder, walking back to his warehouse. The old friends wait as you gather your things from the lockbox. Better make sure you empty that locker while you have the chance. Once ready, you head along the fence, back to the relative sanity of the wasteland. You can fashion, I take, drop, empty out. So, give him my shopping cart. It's not much, but it's mine. So no, I don't eat this flesh. So yeah, this is Zom Zoms. Quite interesting. We have used 10 minutes or more for this little event, and we will never go back again there. Never. So I will take the dirty rags with me. Maybe we can clean them later. Another bottle. So I'm still barefoot. I'm freezing. I'm unable to run. Okay, maybe we're going first in the city. I have the feeling we will dying because again of the freezing. Give me the dirt rags. So after the apocalypse, there's plenty of cities. Okay, I don't know how long I was in the cryo, right? So maybe this was really long. Oh, of course it's raining. It's like, yeah. Come on, here's something wrong. Taking a backpack, yeah. Give me. Here's the place. Okay. This is my shopping cart. I love my shopping cart. Oh. Zom Zoms is really... This is one who reads or watch Stephen King or has the whole collection of Hannibal Lecter movies and series. You can't talk, that's not so. But I need to say, good job, this was really horrifying. Mushrooms, no, I don't eat mushrooms. Hypothermic again. Has swerve hypothermic, okay. But how I'm from the east, yeah, okay, still from the east. Can I sleep with my back? We took this shelter, and then other sleeping bag. So then sleep. Oh, it goes up. So I will take my bag again with me. So, or maybe we should. No. Oh no! Wait. Did you know what? We sleep more, if it's possible. I have 3 moves left. I can't sleep again. Why I can't sleep again? I want to sleep again. Okay. This is stupid. Just sleep again, really, dude. So in the east. Oh no! Don't hypothermica. Don't do this to me. Hmm. Come, it's morning, or? Cold, clear. Ah, God damn it! Don't be cold. Ah! Here, Poppy, you 30 case. Dirty Rex. Weapon: 4mm Gauss rifle with scope. 1 Phillips head screwdriver. 4mm Gauss rifle. No scope. No straps. A small. What the heck? A Gauss rifle? Okay, we are kind of the future. I want to sleep in my bed. Can I sleep in my... Oh. I think we go first in the city. Oh, no, 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 no. What's this? A stranger. Okay, but I think we have to end this episode right now here. Sorry for the wall of texts, but this is a part of game, right? So this is my pile of shame on this, so I do whatever I want. You don't need to watch. It's okay. Um, but I don't know anymore why I've buy this game. I know this was kinda cool in the early years when I buy it for 5 years. No, 6 years. No, 7 years. How long? How old is this game? I'll still. I'll still. Is it still? It's not still. Ah, Rikers. Is it 7 years? So far, I think. But yeah, I will end this episode here. I wish you good night and we'll see us later in the next episode.